Yeah, Tina, we're seeing a lot of sort of harmless debris in this community we recently reported on. You remember the farm, which is a place that a lot of people decided to stay in, and that's because, this is a tight-knit community. They all sort of decided that they want to try and ride the storm out. Now, when we did our interviews, they talked about, whether they're on elevated lands, they don't think they'll flood, or the fact that some of them straight up said they didn't like the traffic, which, of course, you can say what you want about that, but people have their reasons for staying. So we decided we would check back in on this community because this is one of those high-risk areas. And by that, I mean firemen and firefighters came out here earlier to sort of do some checks because this place is prone to flooding. And as we've talked throughout our wall-to-wall coverage here, we're expecting it to potentially get more severe out here, or at least some higher winds and rains. And this is what we're seeing right now, just with the wind and rain that we've gotten of, fire battalion chief saying 45-mile-an-hour winds and some rain. And we're seeing some debris on the ground. What the battalion chief is worried about is when you take all of this moisture in the ground, and as we're leaving the farm, we're gonna come back. But as this moisture sort of soaks into the ground, these trees get a lot easier and easier to sort of tip over and fall, bend, and then eventually break. And so what they're worried about is as daybreak comes, these conditions are expected, the fire chief expects them to get worse, is communities like the farm could have some problems that they've had in months and years past, and that is maybe some roads potentially blocked off because these firefighters can't get out right away, especially if it's over 50 miles an hour. They don't exactly have the green light to say right ahead, we're going to come out and help you. But yeah, what we're seeing right now is nothing too severe in the communities, but again, we're still waiting on more exactly to happen there. I know we introduced one young man earlier today, Tyler Jeffrey. He and his family decided to stay. They had been here for a couple other hurricanes. They had just moved into a new house. Their parents actually own the house, and they felt comfortable staying. He says there's always second guessing around decisions like this, but he cut off some limbs on on trees so that potentially they're so grouped together that one catches the other before they actually fall onto his roof. But there's obviously the fear that, the worst could happen. But we just drove by his house a couple of minutes ago, and it looks to be good right now. Again, these winds aren't at the point where we're seeing a lot of fallen trees in the farm, and in Bluffton in general, which the fire crews are happy about because that means they can sit back, relax, and really focus on the hours to come, which may involve some more calls. Alex Bazarjan mentioned that they had maybe 5 total calls today, which is way less than a typical day. So that can mean a couple of things as we see some deer pass us on the left. That wildlife is still out and about. So what it can mean if there aren't as many calls is, hey, maybe people are listening, they've put themselves in a safe and secure environment. 2, it could mean people listened and that 50% number of evacuees maybe jumped up to a 70% or a 75% like the fire department was hoping for. And another one is kind of a combination of both, is that people really did prepare for this storm and take it seriously. If they were going to stay here, they took extra precautions. So I believe 2 of the calls were for some downed branches, not downed trees. One was a medical call, and then one was a fire alarm that falsely went off. So again, nothing too serious here yet, but this storm, and like many storms in the past, it's all about preparing, because with hurricanes, it can just change so quickly, and you don't want to be scrambling at the last minute to make some of these neighborhood checks, which is why they did it during the day and not at night here, where it is, they don't advise anyone who's not credentialed or anyone who's not, sort of out here reporting or working for the fire department to be driving these roads. The one thing that I have noticed is we've been on air for 5-6 minutes here or maybe a little bit less. I haven't seen a single car drive past us. That's a really good sign, because the curfew is intact now. From 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. today, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. tomorrow. So what that means is if you're out and about and you're not supposed to be, you could get pulled over by a police officer, and no one wants that. Police officer has to be focused on keeping people safe in their homes and anything else that may come up. So if he has to spend time pulling over people that just want to experience the elements, well, you could look at that as a waste of resources. You should be inside, you should be safe. Don't worry about coming out here and trying to experience the elements. We're going to do that for you. That's our job, is to be out here and telling you what it's like, so that you don't have to risk your life and risk your safety going out. We're actually passing Tyler Jeffrey's house right now, I believe, and it looks good. It looks good. Nothing so far, and again, that's in line with most everything we've been seeing out here. Is some down limbs, some debris, these pine needles that we always see in quaint communities like this. But I'll be interested if you guys have any questions. We've been driving around all day. We have plenty more to talk about. Just want to make sure we're not taking away any more time from other areas that need some reporting. But if you have any questions, fire away. I'm all ears.
No, Connor, we appreciate this look in real time of that area. I'm curious so I think when we talked to you, you might have been on Buckwalter Parkway. Have you been kind of sticking to main roadways, or can you kind of call out some of the roads you all have been traveling on so folks kind of know what they're looking at?
We've been doing Buckwalter Parkway. Within the community, there's 7,000 different street names. So we've been on a couple. I could probably name a random last name and nail one of them. I'm not going to do that, but what I can say is that we've been on Oak Tea Highway as well earlier in the day. That's where we went to some of those, the fishing pier where those people were trying to catch some sea bass before the storm rolled in. Interesting technique. But we went to the boat docks that were off of Oak Tea Highway. But yeah, mostly main roads, nothing with dirt on it. I can tell you that. We haven't been on any dirt roads. We don't want to mess around with that. We trust these cars, but not enough to maybe get stuck in these things. But yeah, we've stayed on main roads. We've driven around with the fire departments who are really have a handle on these roads, obviously know them like the back of their hand, and they are going to have to know these roads like the back of their hand. If something does happen, they have to get to something right away. That's another thing they mentioned, is that once these 50-mile-an-hour winds die down and they believe it's safe to go out and answer some of these command center calls, they can have this entire area of service clear within 6 hours. So every little back road, every single part of the farm, every part of Oak Tea Highway that's in their service area, anywhere they provide fire services, they tell us that they can have it cleared within 6 hours, and that's because they know these roads so well and they're prepared for situations like this. And they have that list of people who have calls for help. Luckily, that list isn't very long right now, but yes, Ben and Tina, it's main roads only because we also value our safety out here as much as we want to go into every little nook and cranny of Bluffton. We know what parts are safe for us to bring you some of these elements, and it's going to be really crucial to stick to that sort of mentality as it potentially gets more severe out here, and to the point where having someone with you is perfect for situations like this, because one, you should not be out alone, even if you're a reporter like one of us, which is why we have crews all over the coastal empire and low country bringing you this information together, is that you need some support during times like this. But yeah, I'm trying to think in my mind anything else that may come of importance when it comes to the fire services here, what people in Bluffton should expect. They think daybreak is when it's going to get the most sort of, the toughest conditions for people to handle. Daybreak, so that means starting, midnight, 1 a.m., these firefighters are going to start really getting into gear and may see some more calls. And that's another reason that those early morning hours, it's so important to stress that during the day, it's not okay to still be outside during this storm if you are a civilian and wanting to experience the elements, but especially at night, when it makes it just that much harder to potentially locate you, when you don't see maybe some of these branches sticking out along the way. So we can't stress enough to stay inside and just stay tuned to WSAV.com for more information. But just coming from someone who's covered a storm before in Hurricane Matthew, is you get some similar vibes in the slow buildup of people, hurry up and wait mentality. And we get that here. And from what we gather is the people who have stayed behind are taking precautions to stay safe. But that's all we have from Bluffton. Ben and Tina, I'm going to send it back to you, but we will be live throughout the evening with more updates from Bluffton and the Low Country.